Hello, Taurus. I am Jaja, and welcome to Cosmic Mirror Tarot. So today we are going to get into your love messages for Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is happening from February 13th, or I'm sorry, from January 13th to February 3rd. So as I'm recording this, it is the 13th, so it starts today. It has a pre-shadow period of 2 weeks and a post-shadow period of 2 weeks, so just be cognizant of that. The thing that Spirit wants me to communicate about retrogrades, from our point of view on our planet, it looks like the planet Mercury is moving backwards. It is an illusion. It's not really moving backwards, but that's what it looks like to us. Venus is also in retrograde. So we have Venus, the planet of love, marriage, family, home, right, also in retrograde. Mercury is specifically about communication, so you'll see stalled communications or you just not being able to communicate effectively with other people, and also technology. So technology will be a little wonky, stuff like that. So just be cognizant that a lot of those frustrations are just minor, petty things that don't let it, ruin your day kind of thing. Last thing that Spirit wants me to mention is that, sorry guys, my dog has found something on the floor. No. Last thing that Spirit wants me to mention is the point of the retrogrades is to bring back old karmic energies or old ties that you have not officially cut. They're still within your energy sphere, so Spirit brings it back around in order for you to finally clear it, or make some effort to clear it. That's why a lot of people will say your exes will return and blah, 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 blah. And it's because it's old energy that you personally haven't let go of, right? And really it's just Spirit saying, hey, take a look at this. All right, so to kick it off, I asked the Fae about your love life during Mercury retrograde, and you got number 12. It's two fairies kind of speed racing on robins. In the sky. It's all about competition. It's all about social media. So be cognizant at this time. Try not to get into like Twitter wars or anything like that with anyone. I'm getting a heavy, just like going back and forth over text messages with people. And since communication will be off at this time, what else did you find? Sorry. Since communication will also be off at this time, just be cognizant of, how you communicate with people. So this is called the birds. This card is looking out for signs. This could be being aware of the meaning behind your dreams. The ancient Romans would watch the movement of birds to interpret the signs behind their behavior. This was known as taking the auspices. It is therefore the card of spiritual messengers. This card warns to consider well before making decision. Check that auspices are good and true. Again, look for the signs. Here's the thing about Mercury retrograde. For people who are not aware of themselves, kind of sleep in a way, they're not woke. The energies during this time will be super heavy, and they themselves are also, trying to release their own traumas and being shown what needs to be moved. And so a lot of times people can act out in ways not even realizing, all they're doing is working from a lower vibration and pushing out traumas, right, on other people. So I'm getting a heavy sense of needing to, not my monkey, not my circus kind of vibe for you guys. Push that energy away and just kind of sit back and watch. Don't necessarily engage. Because if you do, there's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of just saying things that you don't really mean, or, that you'll have to take back later, that kind of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Romance Oracle and see what Spirit has to say about your love life at this time. For Taurus, Mercury retrograde in 2022. All right. Ooh. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. I'm getting a lot of different kind of storylines and information here, but basically they're telling me passion and deception go together, and this is giving me almost unrequited love vibes. Taurus, I don't know if this is you or your partner, but there's something here around maybe being able to remember. I was talking about the retrograde being an illusion, right? It looks like the planet's moving backwards. Like being aware of the illusion of what is a real relationship versus what's just passion and sex is what I'm getting. And having that conversation with yourself. With healing family issues, a lot of times when we are the chaser, for example, like we really want a relationship to work and we're chasing, that has to do with an abandonment wound, right? Either, and your parent didn't necessarily have to actually abandon you, right? You could have grown up in a two-parent household, but still felt emotionally or from a loving perspective abandoned, right? Like you felt like you didn't get enough love that you needed or enough support or whatever, right? Like all of those create abandonment wounds. And that's what I'm getting off of this. Is it's just kind of like mixing in your mind the concept of what physical passion versus love, right? And a deep desire to make something work that is really just your abandonment wound coming up over and over again. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like if you've been in a situation or multiple situations where you're constantly the one trying to fix a relationship or trying to make it work, this Mercury retrograde spirit is telling you to, maybe investigate that. The trust is giving me very heavy, like temperance. What's another angel card? The star. Spirit has your back. Healing family issues is hard, Taurus. I know. It's definitely something that takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of like looking at ourselves and looking at our parents, and it's hard, especially if it's like you may have a relatively good relationship with your parents. It's just they weren't, they did the best they could, right? And trying to walk that fine line of you didn't get what you felt like you needed from your family growing up, and still loving them, right? It's a hard fine line to do. So this trust card is giving me very heavy trust in spirit. You will be okay. Everything will work out in your favor. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into the Kipper deck. Let's see, Spirit, what do you have for Taurus? Okay, first things first. So you have child in reverse, bad health in the reverse, which tells me your child is fine, or that the relationship is fine. No. There's a card in the romance deck that's like it's safe for you to love again. That's what this child in reverse and the bad health in reverse is giving me. Like, because the child can be a brand new start or a brand new beginning to something. It's immature, it's still growing, that kind of thing. With bad health in the reverse, it's like whatever this new thing is that you're starting, it's like you're in your mind. Whenever you get bad health in the reverse, it's like it's a mind trick. Going back to the family issues and the abandonment wounds. It's like you're thinking that this new thing is going to turn out like the other things. You know what I'm saying? Or you're thinking that this person's going to leave you or whatever. And with bad health in the reverse, Spirit is like, no, you will be fine. You have thief, wealthy man, and imprisonment. This is giving me karmic vibes. It's picking off of this passion card. Um, I'm actually surprised false person didn't pop up here. Um, I don't know if this is someone that you're currently sleeping with, or and there's no gender in tarot for, so for my divine masculines, this could be a wealthy woman, right? But what I think spirit wants to point out is like, if this person may be being deceptive, because we do have deception on the table. I did get unrequited love from the deception and the passion card together, like it's just sex, right? That, if that's the case, then it's like you're stealing your freedom by your ability to, and maybe that's why child is in reverse, right? Like spirit is compelling you to start something new, to trust in them, that the next relationship that you're in is not going to be, what this is, full of deception and, unrequited love, and it's just sex, and it's just not going anywhere. They're saying start something new, because by staying with this person, right, really all you're doing is self imprisoning yourself, self imprisonment. Sorry about that. Also, when we sleep with people, there's an exchange of energies. So, and that's what I'm getting off of this thief card. Is it's kind of like, what you don't want to do is keep giving to a situation that isn't giving back. Because, and I don't remember what video it was I did. I think it was called Love and Manifestations, where I talk about how our dealing with karmics and dealing, how our love life can affect, us, our ability to manifest wealth, right? And it's really because if you're constantly filling someone else's cup, what you're telling the universe is not to send you anything, because all you're going to do is put it over here on this person who's just going to run off and waste it. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's what this thief card is giving me. Like, be cognizant of how you use your sexual energy. Sex magic is real, right? Like, it's a real thing. So, if you find yourself super passionate and in love with this person and constantly giving physically, emotionally, financially, but you're not getting anything in return, like, really all you're doing is, imprisoning yourself. With main female in the reverse and main male, yeah, it's giving me there's a blockage here. These are counterparts, but the female is in the reverse. So I don't know, who this message is for, but it's like, someone here is not giving as much as they should be. And I'm assuming this Mercury retrograde, you come to this conclusion, Taurus, and you start to see it for what it is. All right, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get into the tarot for you. I have a smaller deck that I'm going to start using for clarifying, just because I like these cards because they're really big, but they also take up a lot of my table space, especially when I'm trying to clarify. So, and the deck that I'm going to clarify with, y'all, is like, I've used it every day for like 2 years, and so it's so beat up, so don't judge me, okay? Do not judge me. All right. Overall energy is the moon. Keeping secrets, are we, Taurus? Crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. Keeping secrets from a woman. Maybe a mother. I'm getting heavy mother vibes from that. Two of Swords in the reverse is your overall influence. In the past, you have the Five of Swords. Sneaky McSneakerson. Your subconscious is the Tower. Yep, you're coming to some sort of conclusion. Love it. Your outcome, though, is the Chariot in reverse. We will talk about it, Taurus. Current attitude is the Magician. You are trying to manifest. Environment is the Three of Wands. Hopes and fears is the Knight of Swords. And the outcome is the 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands in the reverse, the 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Didn't I say self-imprisonment, 8 of Swords? It's in the reverse though, so, I mean, you get there. All right. So, this moon card. So the moon is all about illusion, secrets, stuff like that. I'm actually not getting that. What they're pointing out to me is that the moon is full, and the dogs. So dogs are really, really loyal. So it's like the illumination of loyalty, the illumination of just how stable and secure your relationship actually is. And I say that because the Queen of Pentacles is very, very stable. She's very abundant, very grounded, very rooted. And so for the moon to be crossing, it's almost like, and you guys are an earth sign, so this could be you, right? It's like you in your mind chewing on, like, is this worth the effort? I'm getting like, what is that? Is that 7 of Pentacles? Did we have the 7 of Pentacles? No, we had the 8 of Pentacles. But I'm getting 7 of Pentacles vibes of the guy like standing there thinking like, what, I planted all these seeds, was it worth the effort? And so yeah, you're like almost illuminating specifically around loyalty. They keep telling me loyalty. So yeah, and they also are pointing out the lobster to me, which, so this could be like a Scorpio or a water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. With the, in your influence, you have the 2 of Swords. So you're not, I know you're not moving, you're not making a decision because you also have the Chariot in reverse. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been getting a lot of reversals for people, and I think it's just because it's blocked energy, which is what a retrograde is, right? Like everything kind of stops. Like the past comes back, and then everything stops for you to look at it. The Moon card, right? And so we'll look at what decision it is that you feel like you can't make right now. In your past, he is definitely giving me liar, cheater, competition, constant arguing and bickering, tit for tat bullshit. So, and that may be why you're looking at, you yourself are going within to figure out, like, you know, is this worth it? In your subconscious, you have the Tower. You've had some major revelation about something. Something happened in your mind. Like, this isn't, it's not external, right? I don't see an external factor. We'll clarify, but it's like something happened in your mind. Like you saw something, or this person said something. Remember the fairy oracle was talking about like watching what people say, right? Watching how people communicate, watching how you feel about people, feel when people come around. That's what this Tower is giving me. Like it was more an internal, like, oh shit, like this person is a fuckboy or a fuckgirl. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm getting off of this. In your future position, you have the Chariot in reverse, not moving forward, basically. You're trying to manifest something, because this is your current attitude, and your current environment is the 3 of Wands, so you're looking towards the future. So there's something, you know, I'm going to clarify that and see what we get off of that. But you're definitely in this headspace of, like, looking forward, not looking backward. This Knight of Swords is giving me aggression. This is your hopes and fears, and I'm getting a very, almost like you're worried about if you pull your energy away from this person, what their response is going to be. He is there just showing me how angry he looks, how his sword is up. Like, this is giving me you're afraid of the blowback from leaving. Which is, makes sense then why your outcome is the 10 of Wands. Because it's a burden, right? It's like, it's going to be so much work to, like, strategize, I'm hearing, of getting away from this energy. Oh, I wasn't going to clarify with this deck. We're going to clarify with this deck. So let's see what Spirit has to say for, I want to get something on the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that was weird. Someone is being stubborn, which isn't surprising with you, Taurus. It's not surprising at all. Okay. Clarifying, the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon is the King of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. This is someone who is emotionally manipulative, goes around to your friends and family and talks shit, and is completely unstable. And you know that. I don't think that this is a secret. I think what you're more concerned about is the Ten of Pentacles that are in reverse, which is like the stability. Because remember I was saying I'm getting this like illumination to the how stable, how loyal is this connection, right? And it's like it's not stable. Ten of Pentacles, you know. It's a broken home, basically. Yeah, the King of Cups in reverse is emotional manipulation, especially next to the Page of Swords in the reverse. I think it was you that got, for your love readings, you were dealing with a narc. So I don't know who this is for, but yeah, it's giving you emotional manipulation, running around to your friends and family. They're showing me the little robins, like, like telling their side of the story when really they're the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. That's what this is giving me, Taurus. Okay, let's see. Let's get something on this Two of Swords. You have the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and now the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Wands is in the reverse. So yeah, it's like you don't want to argue and you want to collaborate with someone who, like, King of Pentacles in the reverse is not stable. Like, this is not a stable person. And what I think is interesting is, remember we had wealthy man, thief, and imprisonment there? It's like, this is a wealthy person, right? I'm hearing like their morals aren't the greatest. They're just not a good person overall. Like, even just outside of, like, maybe you're just so focused on the money, like, especially if you live with this person and like they financially provided for you, you know, you're kind of in this space of just like, I don't want to lose my lifestyle. But from what I can see, like, they're not mentally and emotionally stable here. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get something on this Tower, the Chariot, and then the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of stubborn energy here. Like, my cards don't normally do that. Like, they're so bent from me, like, shuffling for myself. Clarifying the Tower. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, someone here drinks heavy, is not giving. Remember, we saw that in the in your romance oracle. Remember, I was saying I'm getting this energy of like you giving to something but not getting it back. Like, they're a drinker. They don't give to the situation. And Page of Cups in the reverse, they also are not in love. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fuck boy, fuck girl energy. This is someone who goes around, has multiple sex partners, who comes as quick as they came or leaves as quick as they came. Sorry, got that completely backwards, but no, I didn't. Spirit said, like, this is not someone, and it's like, you know this. You've seen the pattern. You've seen something's not right here. Now what I'm getting off of that moon and the Queen of Pentacles, which is your first overall energy, is hiding money. Which, sis, if this man don't want to act right, I mean, I am by no means saying steal from somebody, right? Like, don't do that. But like, if you're married and this person is just off the fucking rails and can't get their act together, and y'all have a joint account, you have that's your money too. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. I'm just saying. Clarifying the Chariot is the King of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, and the Chariot moving forward now. Okay, what's after that? The Empress. What's after that? Three of Cups. Okay. By the end of Mercury retrograde, you're not going to leave this person, but with the King of Swords here, I'm getting a very strong legal counsel off of this. So maybe you go and you talk to a lawyer about divorce or what your options are, or, you know, can you hide money, right? But this is giving me very heavy, like I go to talk to someone about what because after that is the Seven of Cups and the Lovers in reverse. So you go and talk to someone about what your options are for breaking up this marriage, this long-term relationship, right? Or whatever it is. I'm getting very heavy married vibes. With the Chariot and the Empress. For my divine masculines, if you're watching, you either move on, you know, to your Empress, right? You leave the situation and you move on. For my divine feminines, I'm getting a very heavy stepping into your Empress energy, right? Because basically what you've done, right, especially if you go and see a lawyer now about leaving, I think I was telling this to Capricorn, where it's like when you put a little bit of effort, like you don't have to leave, right? Like Chariot in reverse, you actually don't have to leave, but by going and talking to someone about leaving, that like I'm almost getting like Spirit's like blowing air in my face. It's like you telling Spirit, I'm ready to stop the cycle, the karmic cycle that I've been going through, and you keep throwing in my face every Mercury retrograde, right? I went to go see someone to clear this cycle. So then what Spirit does is they push you. Like that's why trust was there in your romance oracle, right? Just you going to seek counsel, your full Empress in your car, gone, right? Also, what I like to point out, these are counterparts. The Chariot is the Emperor in his car who's made a decision, right? The Empress is, you know, the Empress. This is the Emperor and the Empress in their car together. So you get the fuck on and you find your divine counterpart. Eventually, right? Like this is after seeking counsel and all that other stuff. But like you get there. Yeah. Also, y'all, I don't know, I think it was Leo too that I was telling. The Chariot with the Nine of Cups in reverse always gives me drunk driving. So I don't know, you know, if this person drinks and then drives, do not get in the car with this person. Do not let your children get in the car with this person. Like I'm just like, I feel like that's a warning that needs to be said, because it's come up a couple times and I don't know how people with Uber and Lyft are still out here doing that dumb shit. But I had to get that off my chest, okay? But yes, go see a lawyer. Ask him how much money you can take out the joint account, please, sis. All right, Knight of Swords. This will be the last one. Honestly, Taurus, I like this energy just because your last reading, I remember now, was so heavy and so rife with conflicts. And for this to be more internal, looking within, strategizing, right? Like that is a beautiful place to be, Taurus, especially when you're trying to leave a narc. So I like this. This is good energy. You're doing the right things. You are taking the right steps. And I remember your money read being really, really good. So, maybe that's what it is. Finally, the universe blesses you afterwards. All right, Knight of Swords, you have Death in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse. That's why I was getting like anger and aggression. The High Priestess, Three of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So death in reverse is a repeating of a cycle. So it's like you're fearing that this person's going to come back in, act all crazy, and then you get the cycle of abuse all over again. Is basically what I'm getting, right? Or whatever the pattern that you and your partner, if this isn't like a narcissistic relationship or something like that, but like whatever the pattern that you and your partner go through, right, when you get into arguments, like you're fearful of that. That's what has you Chariot in the reverse, not moving. With the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Okay, first of all, the Queen of Swords in reverse is a total bitch. She's just not nice. But I'm getting like, sometimes the Queen of Swords upright gives me Judge. And you had the King of Swords here too, which was giving me like lawyer. Hold on, I'm trying to understand what... They're saying it's a warning. They're telling me like bad judgments. Okay, remember at the beginning the fairy oracle was talking about like gossip and chit chat and stuff like that. Be careful who you tell your plan to, Taurus. Because it's almost like if you celebrate too early, it's not going to be good. For anyone trying to leave a narcissist, leaving is the most dangerous time, right? Absolutely keep that a secret. There is any domestic violence shelter will have you go through an escape plan that only you know, right? Or your children. You're also asked to have your children, go through it and keep it from your partner. Most kids, if they've grown up in an abusive household, are okay with that. But that is between you and whoever your emergency contact is. So if you have a girlfriend whose house you plan on staying at afterwards, or if it's just your counselor because you don't have anyone that you feel like that's not tied to this person, right? That's what this is giving me, is it's like you need to keep the secret about you seeking legal counsel. Otherwise, you'll be stuck, is basically what this Two of Wands in reverse is giving me. So I would say, as you are strategizing on how and when and what the actual details are of this, keep that shit to yourself. Between you and I had one girlfriend, I bought a separate phone, like just one of those like you get at 7-Eleven little phones or whatever. We had a code word, right? I told her where to meet me if she ever got a text from the code word, right? like it was a whole thing around the escape plan, right? And then from there were other steps, right, on where I would go and all these other things. And that's eventually how I left, right? But that was between me, my girlfriend, and my domestic violence caseworker, right? And no one else knew that. And it has to stay that way because this Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, like, you just have to protect yourself. So I get why the fear is there, Taurus, but again, it's for the betterment of yourself. I love this. I'm telling you, I'm loving this energy. It's even with the Chariot in reverse here, it's still like processing, thinking, like going to talk to someone about it, love that, Taurus. Yes. Again, I've gone through this twice, okay? First was with a physically abusive narc. Second time was with a emotionally and verbally abusive narc. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm just asking that if you just text me or email me and let me know that it's specific to domestic violence, so then I know like not to send you something back about like, because please submit payment. Because I'm totally available as a resource for you if you have any questions. If you live in SoCal and you want to leverage any of the places and the resources that I leverage, I am a total open book when it comes to leaving an abusive relationship. All right, Taurus. So, that's all that I have for you. Oh, no, it's not. We need to get into the Gateway of Light activation. What am I talking about? Let's see what Spirit has to say. What light codes, what wonderful healing energy are they going to send to you as you make these big boss moves and step into your Emperor and Empress energy and possibly buy a new car? I love this, Taurus. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, so beautiful. Okay, let's see. You have Halls of Amenti, Initiation, Secrets Revealed, Treasures Uncovered. Love it. Yes, you're going within. You're figuring out the secrets. You're initiating into a new way of being. Okay, let's see what the book says. Hold on. You are on the path of learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenging or difficult circumstances or have just moved through such a time, you're being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you're still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, or wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energy, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey, so much so that your perspective has shifted so that you can view every challenge as a window of opportunity. The Halls of Learning Gateway indicates that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time. Love it, Taurus. Beautiful, beautiful energy. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe. I am available for personal readings. Leave that down below. Or email me if you just want to chit chat about the domestic partner violence. Yeah, I will catch you guys next week when I do a mid-month update. All right, talk to you later. Bye.